The Tale of Mark D. Pencil. While sitting in his class at school, Rob became upset and frustrated. It seemed that all the kids around him were learning how to read, but he just couldn't seem to figure out how to, no matter how hard he tried. He held the book in front of him and pretended to read, but he had no idea what any of the words on the pages said. Though he tried to control it, tears began to roll down his cheeks. Rob buried his head in his hands and threw the book on the floor. "I'll never learn how to read," Rob cried. His teacher, Mr. Waters, walked over to him and placed a concerned hand on his shoulder. "It's okay to feel upset and frustrated, Rob. I know that learning to read and many other things in school can be very difficult." Rob wiped the tears off his face and looked up at his teacher. "That's easy for you to say," Rob thought. "You're a teacher. You already know everything." "It's okay to feel mad too," Mr. Waters continued. "But please don't ever give up. If you keep trying, I'm confident you'll learn." But Rob didn't believe him, so he put his head back down and continued to cry. "Don't stop trying, Rob. I remember when I was first learning how to read. I didn't understand it at all. I thought I would never be able to do it. In fact, I didn't know how to do math either. I thought there might be something wrong with me." Well, this got Rob's attention. He couldn't imagine that Mr. Waters had a difficult time learning too. "It's true," Mr. Waters said. "I thought I was a failure. But I'll tell you what I did to learn how to do better in school. Come over here and I'll show you." He led Rob over to his big teacher desk. "When I was in school, my teacher, Mrs. Donna, gave me a special pencil to remind me of the rules to follow when reading, doing math, and everything else in school. Here's a picture of this very special pencil," Mr. Waters said as he pointed to a picture of a smiling pencil hanging above his computer. "His name is Mark D. Pencil." Rob grinned. "That's a silly name. He has a funny name." Mr. Waters just smiled. "That might be true, but he's very cool. He does lots of fun things, and he's a great teacher. He's a really good singer, too." "He's a teacher and a singer?" Rob asked. "He sure is," Mr. Waters said. "I remember when he taught me how to read. He told me that every letter has a sound and all the rules they follow. It took me a while to remember all of these sounds and to learn how to blend them all together to make a word, but he sang songs to me that helped me remember. He also taught me how to count, add, subtract, multiply, divide, and many other things with his music too." "How did a silly pencil help you get so smart?" Rob asked. "He helped me memorize the important rules of each subject with his songs, but Mark D. Pencil couldn't have helped me unless I helped myself. I kept working hard and continued to ask my teacher questions when I didn't understand something, but most importantly, I had to always try my best, no matter how frustrated I got." Rob said that he understood what Mr. Waters was saying. "I know. I shouldn't ever give up. I should keep trying and always complete my work the best I can. I'm sorry that I threw the book on the floor, Mr. Waters. I won't do that again." "I'm proud of you, Rob," Mr. Waters smiled. It made Rob happy to know that his teacher believed in him. Mr. Waters smiled and opened up his big desk drawer. "I have something for you." "What is it?" Rob asked. "Here's the magical pencil that Mrs. Donna gave me when I was your age. I want you to have it." "Really? Wow!" Rob was very excited. "Yes, I want to give you your very own Mark D. Pencil. He'll sing songs with you to help you learn just like he did with me. But you have to promise me that you'll always try your very best and that you'll ask me questions when you don't understand something that I'm teaching so that I can help you too." "Sure thing, Mr. Waters. Thank you very much," Rob said as Mr. Waters handed Mark D. Pencil to him. "You're welcome." Mr. Waters felt good knowing that he was helping Rob. As time passed, Rob did in fact learn how to read. Though he didn't always learn at the same rate as his classmates, he learned how to do math and every other subject in school too, even though a lot of the work was very difficult. He remembered promising Mr. Waters that he would never give up and that he would always try his best. And he did. Rob always kept that special Mark D pencil by his side to remind him of this promise and so that he could sing fun learning songs with him, even as he got older. After he grew up and graduated from college, he became a teacher too, just like Mr. Waters and Mrs. Donna before him. Rob was very happy being a teacher. His students thought he was the best teacher in the school because they knew that he cared about them and he helped them all learn so much. He was always thankful that Mr. Waters took the time to help and encourage him with Mark D pencil, and whenever he saw that one of his students needed extra help and encouragement, he passed Mark D pencil along to sing songs with them too.
It's time for school!
Mark D pencil and friends. Mark D pencil and friends. Mark D pencil and friends. Mark D pencil and friends.
Reading, writing, math, and science. Everything is fun when you add some music. Music!
Mark D pencil and friends. 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 Mark D pencil and
Written by Brett Schieber. MarkDpencil.com